Plickers is a simple yet powerful free tool that allows teachers to gather real-time assessment data without the need for one-on-one student devices. It can be used to quickly check for understanding and assess students' knowledge of specific content. The first thing that a teacher will need to do is type in www.plickers.com. Once they come to this page, the first thing that I would do is select cards at the top. On this page, teachers can choose how many cards they would like to print, as well as how many cards per sheet they would like to print. You could do 1 or 2 per sheet. Each card looks like this, and each shape has a letter on each side, such as A, B, C, or D. Whenever the teacher displays a question to the class, students will turn their cards to correspond to the correct answer. If the answer to the teacher's question is A, they turn their card to the A side, so forth and so on. The next thing that a teacher will need to do is click on Classes. From here, select Add New Class. Give your class a name, such as First Period. Grade level, 6th grade. Subject, Science. And then give your class a color. I'll go with magenta. And hit Save. Once your class is created, you need to add students to your class. For example, Jane Doe, and simply hit the enter button. Jane Doe is now number 1 for my class. I know that when I give out cards to each of my students, Jane Doe will always get card number 1. I also know that when I take my device and scan the room, my device will always pick up card number 1 as being Jane Doe's card. Also, let's try John Doe and enter. My device will always pick up John Doe as being card number 2. Continue until you have completely filled up your class with all of your students. You can actually go up to 63 students per class. From here, select Library. This is where you create your questions that you would like to ask your students. Select New Question. Type your question in. Which layer of the atmosphere is the coldest? Question mark. Here's one of the disadvantages to this site. Your questions can only be multiple choice or true/false. So for those of you that like to get your students to think critically and really think deeply, this may not be the site for you. However, if you want to just do a quick assessment to see if your students can recall and remember data from the day, this is a great site. I'm going to go with multiple choice, and I'm going to put in some answers. Troposphere, mesosphere. Mesosphere is actually the correct answer. So over here on the side that says correct in the question mark, I'm going to select mesosphere and then add in a few more incorrect answers. Once you get done, you can simply hit save, or you can hit save and create new if you have another question that you would like to create after this. I'm simply going to hit save. Once it takes me back to this page with the question I just created, I need to hit add to and actually add it to the class I would like the question to be asked to. So that would be my first period. As you can see over here, it has been added to my first period class. The last thing that teachers will need to do is click on reports. Once a teacher has assessed their class and they have went through the motions of actually picking up the answers and the students responding, the reports page allows the teacher to see exactly how the class did as a whole, such as the whole class got 100% correct, the entire class got 100% correct, or if you come to a question where everyone did not get it correct, such as 90%, a teacher can actually select on the students that got it wrong so they can determine who got it wrong or who needs extra help. These 2 students will be the 2 that got it wrong. Everyone else in the class got it correct. So this can drive instruction by allowing the teacher to see who needs extra help and who needs just like a little bit of reinforcement. Also, a teacher can archive data so that they can come back later on and revisit it and review it later on if need be. I think that Plickers is a great site. It's free, it's quick, it's easy. The only downfall is that it does not actually delve into deeper thinking or critical thinking, but it's great.